Ladder Theater Company. If you
Yes.
didn't notice, the people that work with Red Ladder are very good people. And we want to share with you a little bit more about what Red Ladder does. And we have a video for you all to see the wonderful work they do.
We do. This one, just a little preface, is a little spot that Create TV, which is an organization here in San Jose, put together to kind of help share what Red Ladder is about. So after this video, you'll get a chance to hang out and chat a little bit with Karen Altry PM, who is the artistic director of Red Ladder. Enjoy the video.
To be able to kind of be standing on our own 2 feet gives us the opportunity to really claim who we are, which is a social justice theater company. To me, what that means and what we're founded on is the principle that creativity is what is most fundamental to who we are as human beings. Especially for a lot of the guys that we're working with in the prison system, for example. You know, what we can see is that they bought the lie that somebody fed them, right? That all you're ever gonna amount to is, you know, a thug or a gangbanger or a hoodlum or whatever. And they sort of put them in this box. And they didn't see any alternative. They didn't have another role model, and nobody else afforded them something different.
Because like, okay, they're people. Of course, they're people. They just made different choices.
I mean, we come in our uniform, it's just a t-shirt, with our Red Ladder on it, and they see us with our rolling suitcase of 50 hats and our boombox, and they're like, "Hey, Red Ladder!" Like, you know, they're ready to go.
Sometimes I'll wake up super early. We all carpool. We get here at like 6:30, and then be in Salinas by 8, and then do a workshop. And I'm like tired. I'm like thinking about stress and whatever. And then I walk in, and these dudes are just like whistling around, happy to be there. And I'm like, why am I even having a bad day? These guys are in prison, and they're smiling. Like, I need to shake off like everything I'm feeling.
We refer to Red Ladder as a rehearsal for a healthy life, right? That you know, we're not an actor training program, right? We're not expecting that anyone's gonna, you know, walk out of the workshops that we do and become a professional actor. What we really do is develop life skills. You know, it's a revolutionary act just to be able to tell people you deserve to be the creative individual that you were meant to be.
Cool, wonderful video, and I am super excited to introduce to you all Karen Altry PM. Hi, welcome to ODS.
Hey, what's up, fam? Great to be here with you guys.
It's funny to see you on this side of things because you're usually up in the chat supporting, and here you
Oh,
are
yeah,
here.
right? Yeah. Well, cause I'm always here for y'all in one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
you know, since you popped a beer, I figure it was permission, rough week to
oh boy,
you can see how empty this bottle is.
just go straight from it. Well,
Anyway.
for those who don't know, I was wondering if you could, before we talk about the work that you're all doing now, just talk a little bit about sort of the beginnings of Red Ladder Theater Company and how it came to be.
Gosh, you know, we've been through so many twists and turns. When we very first started, we were actually the resident social outreach company of San Jose Rep. And we were there for a good long time. And then, as many of you may know, San Jose Rep closed its doors in 2014. And the thing that really was heartening to me was that there were so many people who said, God, you know what, that's so terrible that the Rep closed. You know, we really will miss having it. But what about Red Ladder? You're still going to do Red Ladder, right? You're going to find some way to do Red Ladder because we need it in the community. And that just, you know, spoke to me on the level at which, you know, we created the program in the first place because we were trying to fill a need in the community. And, you know, I think lots of organizations can come up with ideas for things they want to do, outreach programs or whatever that may be. But unless it is really serving the people that it's meant to serve because it's what they need and want, then, you know, you're kind of spinning your wheels or patting yourself on the back or doing it for reasons that aren't really about, what the community truly needs. So, yeah, and the video shows some of the work that we're doing in the carceral facilities, but we work with a whole bunch of different groups in the community, everything from young children, homeless and runaway youth, pregnant and parenting teens, youth and adults experiencing incarceration, youth and adults with autism, pretty much anyone who wouldn't otherwise have access to the opportunity to be able to tap into their creativity and use that to their own benefit.
Mm, yeah. I One of the things that I'm always so moved by when I think about the work that you all do at Red Ladder is just what how much dedication and hard work it is to do the work that you do. And I collaborate with so many like you included, but so many of your fellow artists at Red Ladder, and just hearing from them what a typical day pre-COVID. Let's talk pre-COVID. What a typical day would look like to do a session or multiple sessions in these facilities. Can you talk a little bit about what a typical day might look like?
Yeah, a typical day might be that we all, meet up at the train station at 6 o'clock in the morning because people are coming from all over the Bay. And that's just our departure point. Depending on where we're going, we could be going south to Soledad. We could be going east to Chowchilla. We could be going north to Folsom. And, when we head up to Folsom, we go up there in the morning, and then we have a late morning workshop. And then we take like half an hour to move over to the next facility, because we start at the women's facility, and then we move over to the men's facility and do a 2.5 hour workshop there. And then we have just enough time to, grab a snack in the car on the way over to the maximum security facility, and do a workshop there. So, it's usually about from door to door, it's usually about a 14-hour day. Um, 2 or 3 workshops a day, depending upon the facilities that we're in, sometimes at more than one facility in the same day.
And what are some examples of different activities or programs you do?
Well, so most of the time, are you talking about in the prison system or just in
Yeah.
general? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
let's go to the
so,
prison system.
so in the work that we do in prisons, we kind of do it on like a 3-month residency model. And so we spend the first half of that time kind of handing people back the keys to the kingdom, if you will, giving them back the tools to their creativity, and focusing on those theater components, right? The who's, the what's, the where's, the when's, creating characters and a sense of place and a sense of time, and using objects, right? So that they've got a toolkit to use. And then the rest of it is up to them, right? We work with them as ensemble members. They become members of the ensemble, and they are going to devise their own pieces about issues that are important to them. Right. So for us, it's important that we're not just coming in and like teaching them some theater and then giving them a play to do. The whole point is that these are people whose voices have been silenced for a long time. And it's important for us to amplify their voices and to find out from them what stories do they want to tell, and help them be able to tell their own stories.
Mm.
And so
Some
then,
of
we'll get to the end of the time that we're there, and they'll have an opportunity to actually perform the original plays that they create for an audience of their peers, and then sometimes other staff, and sometimes the higher ups at some of the facilities get to see the great work that they're doing.
Oh, I didn't
And
realize that. That's cool.
yeah, and then even though we're devising it, we take it all down, and so they get a copy of the script that they've written, to be able to have. And there are some folks who've been through our program time and again, and they've got a fat stack of scripts that they've written, which is awesome. When you figure that we're on 13 different yards, and in 9 different facilities around Northern California, and each one of those groups writes a play, and we do that 3 times a year in each of those locations, we're cranking out material like nobody's business. We got a lot of plays.
Yeah. Well, obviously, well, actually, no. Before I get to that, I was remembering you telling us stories of like you sometimes might show up, after that long travel period to get there. Sometimes you show up and what is happening at the facility is unpredictable, and
Right.
sometimes you just might get sent home, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We can get there, and I call ahead of time. I call them at 6 o'clock in the morning just to make sure everything's up and running. And, but stuff happens. But between the time that we leave and the time that we get there, something can have happened in the facility and it can lock down, or we can be in the middle of a workshop. And if there's a stabbing on the yard, which has happened with us, or something else has taken place that requires everyone to stop what they're doing and um, everything locked back down again, we can have just gotten started and we have to turn around and stop again. So yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that everybody in the company is well versed in improvisation, because all of our days are pretty improvisational.
Yeah, yeah. So, of course, things have to shift, like with everything in life with COVID. And how have you all had to, and how have you been able to sort of adjust the work that you do during COVID?
Yeah, the thing that I miss the most is seeing our participants. They're so creative, and really, I consider them ensemble members, and we count on being able to create with them. So we haven't been able to do that because we haven't been in the facility since the second week in March. But to me, it's really important to make sure that, especially now, when things are the way that they are. I mean, you take people who are ordinarily kind of left out and isolated, and then you put them in a pandemic, especially when you think about how many people inside have come down with COVID, how many people have died. I mean, the numbers are not pretty. And in fact, just before we were leaving, one of the plays that one of our group of guys was working on was really around their sense of, there's going to be a pandemic in the world, and this is before they had even labeled it that. There's going to be a pandemic in the world. It's going to come in because someone's going to bring it inside, but then everyone's going to be so concerned about their own lives that they're going to forget about us in here. And it's pretty prophetic, because that's virtually what has happened. But we have not forgotten about them, and so we have switched from in-person programming to video production. And I have a super talented company of artists. David, whom you've seen, and Tassi, and Jed Persario, and Aluchi Wakocha, and Alicia Nelson, and Kindle Rainey, and Roman Gonzalez, who's been on this, right? Like Alex Trano, like everybody's got some mad skills. Carlos Aguirre, who I'm sure most of our folks out here know. And so we do our best to be able to create essentially a virtual workshop. So amongst ourselves, we will do some activities and look at different genres or aspects of theater and creativity, and we put it on film. And so every 2 weeks, we roll out another hour-long film and we send it off, and it gets broadcast on the closed circuit television system within the prisons. The great thing is that when it goes off, it goes system wide. So even though we ordinarily are in 9 prisons, it's actually being broadcast in all 32 prisons throughout California.
Wow.
And then, but then, that's as engaging as it can be. But we really want to be able to make sure that people can kind of roll up their sleeves and get into the work. So we also put together, I like to think of them as creativity packets, right? So these are these workbook packets that help them develop their skill sets for creating stories, creating characters. They write their own open scenes. They, all kinds of different things that we send off to them so that they can really continue to tap into their creativity and use that. And then they'll write a bunch of stuff and send it back to us. And that's the one way that we're able to actually stay in touch with them. And, the number of people we've heard from who have said how grateful they are that we haven't forgotten them is pretty amazing.
That's wonderful. I know that a lot of our viewers who are learning about this are really excited to hear. I know, oh, Sam Ricci, one of your company members, says she misses everybody that she's worked with before, and
Yeah.
I've gotten a message from a good friend of mine, amazing activist and drama therapist Irene Van, who straight up messaged me, "Are they hiring? I want to work for them." So I could put you guys in contact.
You totally should be in contact with us. Absolutely. Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
make
I
sure
mean,
that
you know,
happens.
and to me too, through this pandemic, you know, I also feel very strongly about um, keeping artists working, and especially artists of color. You know, it's part of our mission to mentor early career artists of color. And I know everyone's really hurting during this time, and um, we want to make sure that we have work for them. And so yeah, everyone has stayed on board. Everyone has been has been actually developing some new skills. Sam Ricci, whom you mentioned, you know, is one of our company members. She just wrote and filmed and edited a horror movie
Amazing.
which you know went into what we sent out. And yeah, everyone is really kind of rising um, to be able to offer what we can. And yeah, we have some other partnerships and work that we are also doing. You know, we work with foster youth, and they're using us as the pilot for the way that they're going to be conducting all of their programming during this pandemic. They had shut down all their programming, but we already had a partnership going with them that was supposed to happen in person. And when we told them how we were planning to offer our services, they went, "Wow, that sounds great. Can you actually help us run, or at least, you know, figure out how to run the other services that we want to offer for our foster youth during this time?" So, you know, we're just trying to keep letting people create.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the amazing, inspiring work that you all do, and I'm so excited. We have a piece to share with everyone from the work that you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I can. So and it's funny that this is the piece that you will see, because you know lots of the pieces that we do are super heavy and are about important issues, but you know sometimes these participants just want to have fun. And one of the structures that sometimes they'll create is the structure of an infomercial. You know, they think about all the products that exist in the world and what they would create if they could. There's one that they created that, you know, is brilliant, that was called Slap in a Box. Right. So it's like anytime somebody steps out of line or says something that they shouldn't, there's just this hand that comes out of this box and slaps them upside the head, you know, and kind of, "Oh yeah, sorry, you know, I didn't mean that." So anyway, we thought, because this is our digital stories, we would take one of the infomercials that some of the guys had written, and that we would present that. So this was this piece you're going to see was written by our guys out at Valley State Prison in Chowchilla, and it's an infomercial they created, and it came out of a conversation that they had about, you know, for a lot of these guys that have been inside for a long time, they don't have any access to technology, and they just sort of hear about it, and it is a little overwhelming to them, right? This idea that social media, you know, you're always in contact, and then, you know, they had heard in the news about how your phones are actually listening in on you, and so, you know, you say something, and then all of a sudden you have an advertisement for that very thing on your phone, even though you never typed it into any search criteria. And they were talking about how it's a little bit Big Brother like, and how um, you know, it just feels like pretty soon there's no escaping being seen and watched and ultra connected all the time. So they came up with this app called Instant Communication, and this is the infomercial that they wrote. But because we're in a pandemic, we filmed it with members of our company. So that's who you're going to get to see. There's going to be Red Ladder Company members performing a piece written by our guys from Valley State.
Enjoy, everyone. Thank you again, Karen.
Man, Cabo is the best.
Oh man, how are you drunk already? We just got here.
It's the swimmer bar. It's hard to resist.
Hey bartender, can we get a couple shots over here?
Hey! Make that 3.
Sure thing. Do you just want to open a tab?
Yeah.
You might want to just leave the whole bottle.
Yeah. Oh, and can we get some taquitos? Oh, taquitos. Yeah. Can we get some taquitos?
Sure thing.
So how are things at the Bubble Wrap Factory?
Man, I'd rather be popping bottles than popping bubbles. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, here's to not working.
Oh, we got
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's a lot of. What's that, tequila? Taquitos, tequila. Man, I'm having a grand old time. G-O-T. Grand old time.
That reminds me, I gotta call in.
I gotta call in. What? How come you haven't done that yet? We've got a lot of partying.
Oh,
going on,
yeah.
right? Okay, hold on.
Hello?
Hey boss, it's John Smith.
Yes?
I'm feeling pretty sick today. I'm gonna have to call in.
Really?
Yeah, I am. I've been throwing up all day.
But you're my best worker. We could really use you today. What is all that noise in the background?
It's my son just turned the TV on. Yeah, well, anyways, I think it's just a 24-hour flight.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I'll see you on Monday.
Oh yeah. Selfie. Wait, yeah, you usually use your camera. I don't know. What's my camera?
I'm the master of taking
Oh,
selfies.
okay. Shh. Ready? Okay, try not to look
1,
front.
2, 3, Cabo!
Cabo. Let me see. Wait.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, let's do it for the gram. Do it for the gram.
these right here,
What they
these are
say.
going on instant communication.
Instant communication.
Boom.
Oh.
Looks so good.
Oh, no, I look cross-eyed. Why do I look so drunk?
You always look like that.
Whatever.
What's this? John Smith? He said he was sick. Cabo is sick. See ya, suckers! Huh. Well then. Ah, fire emoji. Apostrophe D.
Wait, hold on. I got a notification.
Is he calling again? Is your boss calling again?
What is this? Fire emoji apostrophe D?
Dude, I think you just got fired.
What?
the?
No. They can't fire me. I'm sick.
Instant communication. Instant communication. You can't hide anywhere. Everyone knows that you're there. Why aren't you answering? Pick up the phone. Instant communication. Instant communication. Hi, I'm Tommy Truss, and I'm here with my fabulous partner, Fabio Faith. And we're here to tell you about the new amazing app, Instant Communication.
Have you ever felt like you're all alone?
Ever wanted to get together with family members, but well, then I'm here to tell you about Instant Communication, the new app that will allow you to see people from far away. Take this guy here.
Oh, yes, there it is. Oh, I can't wait.
Yo, where's Boris at? He should be here with the chicken sandwiches by now.
I don't know, man. You got his number? We could FaceTime him.
I don't, but, use your phone. He never picks up his phone.
Classic. Can we DM him on Instagram?
Oh, I don't think he uses that anymore. Oh, I know. Let's use instant communication. Instant communication.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man, where are you, man? You got those Popeye's chicken sandwiches or what?
Yeah, but I'm in traffic. I'm trying to get there as fast as I can.
The competition's about to start.
Yeah, we were just about to pop open the beers.
Yeah, yo, pass me one through the phone. Oh, thanks, man. See, this is why I love instant communication.
Wait, doesn't it work like reverse though? Like, can't you just send us those chicken sandwiches our way?
I'm afraid it might get too messy while I'm driving. Yeah.
Alright, I'll put you down so you can see the Jenga competition. You're on instant communication, so you should be able to watch when you drive.
Yeah, it's starting.
That was weak. I've seen better moves on Disney.
Yeah, totally. What? That move was totally illegal.
Oh, that thing at the top won't fall.
Oh, damn! So close.
Instant communication. There's no more. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Because we already know what you want.
What you really, really want.
Check out this next scenario.
Hi, welcome to Pete's. What can I get for you?
Oh, I'd like a large soy frappuccino, please.
And I'll take a medium dark roast.
Okay, gotcha.
Wait, why is he at Pete's? He loves Starbucks. Quick, send him a Starbucks coupon.
Whoa, I just got a coupon from Starbucks for a free venti drink.
Damn, can you hold our orders?
Nah, you know what? It's fine. I'll just use it next time.
Never mind.
Hey, man, I like your shoes.
Oh, thanks. I got them at Payless. But yo, did you see the new zebra stripe Michael Jordans? Yo, check these out. I'm gonna send them to you right now.
Whoa, those are nice.
Yeah, $500 though. That's so much damn money. But they fly. I want to get them, but they don't have my size.
What's your size?
21 and a half. Kids.
Here your drink.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hey, man, did you hear about Boris?
Yeah, man. I heard. There's some kind of like tragic accident while he was eating a chicken sandwich. I think there's a Facebook article about it.
No, he's not on Facebook. I think it's on instant communication. Look.
Quick, show him the shoes.
Wait, what is this? MJ petting zebras in Africa with 21 and a half kids?
What's a half a kid?
Zebras. Man, it was supposed to be the zebra striped shoes. What is a half a kid anyway?
Sorry.
How long have you worked here?
Sorry, I just got here. I used to work at the bubble wrap factory.
Well, hurry up and send the deal. Send it.
Instant communication. Shoo la la.
Hey, dude, look, these are the shoes you were just talking about.
and they're in my size.
Instant communication. Instant communication. You can't hide anywhere. Everyone knows that you're there. Why aren't you answering? Pick up the phone!
Instant communication. Side effects may include divorce,
Loss of job.
unemployment,
Homelessness.
invasion of privacy.
Total.
Your wife's kicking you out. Instant communication. Get the app today.
Instant communication. Instant communication.
That's the reaction right there. That's the reaction right there.
That got so real when it's like divorce, lack of privacy, and I'm like, these writers don't have technology. They already know. They knew it was a bad idea.
Instant. I mean, here's the thing about these like infomercials that the participants make, right? We as the facilitators encourage them to incorporate some kind of jingle, because jingles often come with these infomercials. And so some of the jingles that come around are legit like earworm. So we'll leave the facility just like,
Instant communication.
Like, where did we get that from? You know, after like 5 workshops a day, you come out of there. Where is that from? I don't know. You know, luckily Karen does actually keep track of all that, so it works out.
Chat, you guys don't even know. While Tassi and I were on the Zoom call, while you were watching the piece, we were dancing to the music, to the jingle.
Instant communication. Anyway, so thank you guys. Thank you, Karen, once again for jumping on that. In the channel, if you'd like to support Red Ladder, there is a link to the Red Ladder page. That's redladder.org. You can also donate if you'd like. There is a link there on our page, and go ahead and share it. Sharing is free. So if you know people or organizations or individuals who would like to get this, you should get their information into their hands. Use that website.
I would like to encourage. I mean, every community partner we have, please donate, but especially this group, because it's sort of a double positive thing where they are doing such amazing work for so many communities who need it, and especially in COVID, they are a source of work for some amazing artists, especially BIPOC artists, and the fact that they're able to create work when there's so little work during this pandemic. Please support them. They really deserve it.